He faked $65 billion, and the smartest people in America believed him. They thought their life savings were growing in the safest account on Wall Street. Trusted him with money meant for medicine, research, and the future. Not a market crash, not a bad investment, a lie hidden in plain sight. Bernie Madoff stole $65 billion from his friends. They never saw it coming. Served as the chairman of the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. For decades, he sat in his office, pretending to trade, while doing absolutely nothing. Fraud destroyed his own family. Years, no one questioned the numbers. Then, one analyst noticed a fatal detail. By the end, you will know how he hid it for 30 years. Bernie Madoff did not just sell an investment. He sold the prestige of a legend. He made his victims feel like they were part of an exclusive, secret club. While the world thought he was executing trades, he was typing fake numbers. Analyst Harry Markopolos exposed the fraud years earlier, but nobody listened. The mistake cost investors billions of dollars. He believed he used proprietary software that gave him an unfair edge. It was too perfect to be true, yet the smartest investors ignored the red flags. Firm had no record of clearing trades with the depository trust company. Lack of trade records proved the entire operation was a sham. Frank DePascali, Madoff's right-hand man, spent decades fabricating the reality that kept the scheme alive. Madoff's firm maintained a hub account at JP Morgan Chase that funneled billions in new money to pay off the old. Every payment to an early investor was just a piece of someone else's life savings. Bert Ross, a former mayor, lost his entire $5 million life savings in the blink of an eye. Financial crisis triggered a wave of redemptions totaling $7 billion in a single week. Madoff lacked the liquidity to pay the $7 billion, and his life finally reached its end. The DASA organization lost $90 million, forcing them to slash critical medical research funding. Retirees in Florida were forced back into the workforce in their 80s after their accounts were wiped to zero. Madoff's own son, Mark, died by suicide on the second anniversary of his father's arrest. Victims were often told the fund was closed, creating a sense of scarcity that made them desperate to get in. Firm paid out billions in fictitious profits to early investors to keep the illusion of success alive. Madoff's firm operated from 3 specific floors in Manhattan, where a tight circle kept the secret hidden. Securities and Exchange Commission had the data to catch him in 2005, but they failed to act. Ruth Madoff tried to keep $2.5 million of her own money, which was later seized. Madoff's reputation as a legend was the primary reason investors ignored the total lack of transparency. The $1.7 billion JP Morgan settlement proved that the bank knew the truth and chose to look away. In 2022, the liquidation process had recovered over $14 billion for the victims. Bernie Madoff died in federal prison on April 14, 2021, while serving a 150-year sentence. $65 billion figure represents fake statements sent to victims, not actual cash in the vault. Madoff used his prestige to keep investors from questioning the missing billions for decades.